morning, Miss Love.
Okay, so where is she?
And she got good evening.
Change my position. Hopefully that's better.
Oh yeah, we can see you.
Okay. Okay.
We are the Book Breakers. I'm Barbie Johnson. And I am Tisha Winkler.
Okay. Our special guest is the phenomenal singer, gospel singer, and a whole regiment of a prodigy of talent and skills. Miss D Love from the Talk Show Radio. How are you, Miss Love?
I'm doing wonderful. It's been a great day. How you doing?
Great. We're so happy you could join us. Thank you so much for coming.
All right.
Yeah, we had that going on for a minute. We're not giving the devil no. We're gonna give him a black. We're so happy to have you tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes.
So Miss Love, when you got into radio, how did you start?
Actually, I have been thinking about it for a while. I've been asking different ones on how to get started. So I pretty much just kind of tweeted around and just kind of asked questions for those who are already in radio or doing their talk shows, and just really just went from there. So my desire to kind of open up a platform for artists was there and on the hype to give them more exposure. So that's pretty much how I got started. You know, just really just looking and seeing how indie artists have been struggling, and not only just struggle, it's not just a huge struggle, but you can tell there's not enough of exposure for indie artists. So I wanted to be one of those ones to start another platform for indie artists, as well as any other individual that's out there, whether it's pastors, life coaches, you name it. My talk show, radio talk show, is for a variety of people, because I'm a variety person. I love I have a variety of things that I do. I also have a variety of music that I do. So I'm just universal like that.
So you're universal like that, all right. And we have cameras.
And Miss Love, while you were growing up, did you sing on any choirs or have any singing lessons?
Let's just say I never had singing lessons.
Oh.
But I did. I was brought up in the church. We had a family group choir called the Angelic Missionette. It was called the Angelic Missionette. So I was one of the ones that sang in that group. So we had a family group, and that's where I got started. Not only that, but I started out in the choir where my grandmother used to pastor a church. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, I had my grandmother was a not only just a pastor, but she was a bishop over a huge flock. Yes.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Because I grew up with choir. I think I'm a good singer, right, Bobby?
I'm not answering. Oh my God.
And Miss D Love, when did you get started in podcasting?
Podcasting, you know what? I got started in podcasting in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had my own podcast. It was mainly dealing with spirituality and just pretty much just giving individuals a revelational knowledge on spirituality, understanding their spirituality, and visions and dreams and just different things concerning our spiritual walk as God's people. So that's what my podcast was about. And so I just figured out more into the music scene.
So how did your journey start a podcast and going solo?
Huh? Say that again.
How did your podcasting start when you started to go solo?
How did it start?
Why did you make a decision to go solo?
I've always been solo.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never had anyone to really be there as my sidekick. Doing something on my own, because when God gives you that ability, He gives you that wisdom,
Yes.
knowledge, and what to do and how to do it. The only person that's really leading me is God. So I don't have anyone to really just say that, hey, this is my co-host and this is my co-host. But hey, I have one host, and that is nobody but God. And so the way
Yes.
I move when He say move, whatever He show me what to do or how to do it, that's how I operate. So, but I wouldn't mind having a co-host.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind having a co-host that can really just kind of get in there and we just make it fun. Just do what we do. Just love to talk to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wait a minute. I need to get some. Okay. All right, Miss. You have such a beautiful voice. I listened to your songs and songs you were singing. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. You already asked that question? You know, a train?
Yeah, I did actually with the train, but she didn't sing a song yet.
But we want to hear that phenomenal voice, right?
Oh, thank you. I didn't prepare anything, but what do y'all want to say? It's Christmas, so hey.
Oh, it's Christmas.
Go ahead.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Yes.
May your days be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight.
Right.
Through the years, we always be together. If our faith allow, hang a shining star
Oh, what's going on?
yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
And Miss Stila, what awards or nominations you have received as a gospel singer? What awards and nominations you have received as a gospel singer?
Okay. I've received 7 nominations from the Praise Factor Award.
Ooh.
Also,
All right. Woo-hoo.
I believe it was 5 nominations from the Rhythm of Gospel Award.
Wow. Okay,
And
great.
the Champion Awards, I just received I think it was the Artist of the Year Award for 2020.
Ooh.
And 2023, I won Best Performance by a Female Artist for Rhythm of Gospel.
Wow.
You know you get ready for the salad and
Yeah.
So, Miss Love, is that the only thing that you sing is gospel?
Actually, it is. I started out in gospel, but I did venture out in some soft rock, R&B, neo soul. So I do have some roots in some secular music, but that wasn't the way God wanted me to go. When He told me to venture out, in ministry, and then I had switched my course. I did that on my own because during that time we went through a recession, and I needed some money right away.
Right.
So the only thing was to get out there and use my talent, and so I ended up joining about 3 different bands, y'all. And so I joined those bands. And so I was able to tap into a lot of the secular music from neo soul, soft rock, jazz, country, you name
All
it.
right.
But God would not allow me to get out there as far as I was going. And so I'm gonna tell you this one thing. What happened? I was on stage one night, and there was a lot of people in front of me, y'all. This was the first time I've ever forgot lyrics in my life.
Oh my God.
While I was on stage, I was getting ready to sing this song. It was a song by Adele, and everything got real quiet. I couldn't hear nothing. It was like God had closed my ears to where I couldn't hear the music on the stage. And all I could hear him say was, "You are not doing what I told you to do."
Oh, Jesus.
I was standing on stage, and I could see where the musicians were looking at me, trying to get me to sing. And I couldn't sing because all I could hear was God's voice telling me, "You are not doing what I told you to do." And at that very moment, I literally forgot every lyric of the song. I could not sing, y'all. And this is my relationship with God, how close it is. And so as I stood there, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't say nothing. So I tried to sing the song, go through something, but I couldn't remember the words. So somebody else had to take the song and sing it. You know what I did? I walked off the stage, went home, got on my knees and asked God, "Lord, forgive me from moving from the journey, from the course that where you had me on at first." And so when I asked God to forgive me to do in doing that, he that's when he began to speak to me, and he said, "I want you to share your music." I'm like, God, I'm like, just like Moses, right? I'm like, God, nobody want to hear me. They don't want to hear nothing I got to say. But he kept urging me that I want you to share your music. And so I would actually have been sitting on music, have not been sharing my gospel music. I shared it through the ministry that I had before, years prior. But after that, for about a year, everything just kind of went sideways. And that's when I had joined those different bands. And God, when God spoke to me like that, I'm like, God, I love you, Lord. I'm not gonna do this again. If it's gonna take for you to just shut my ears where I don't hear anything but your voice at this moment, then yes, God, I yield to your every will, your every plan. I yield to whatever it is you want me to do. And that's how it went, y'all. So I've been on the road ever since. It's been 15 years.
Wow.
And so God has been good. It's opened door after door ever since I made that choice to continue the journey. And so every door he opened it up for me. So he wants me to really just kind of sing songs of healing and deliverance and to his people, and so that's what I'm doing.
All right, absolutely, because that is needed so much. Because many people they're hurting and they're suffering in silence instead of letting someone know or talking to someone or something to help them heal.
Say that again.
I said there are many people that are suffering in silence instead of saying something to someone to get the message that they need to heal, even if it's through a song, because I know God has ministered to me through song.
Especially when I'm singing, right?
You don't know. Don't you do that? Oh my God. So Miss Love. I'm sorry. She got me. So Miss Love, so if someone wanted you to do a concert for them, how would they contact you? Or do you do that kind of thing?
They can just email me. Email me at dlovemusic81@gmail.com. Just email their inquiry and go from there. You know, they can look me up on Facebook, send me a message through. You know how people follow up in your DM.
Like, oh yeah, don't be calling me out now. I just joking.
Oh, stepping on toes. Oh my God.
Miss D-Love, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I hope to be married.
Oh yes.
Woo!
I hope to be married to the last person I would want to share my heart with, you know, in the next 5 years. Before then, hopefully, you know.
Yes.
I want to see that. I want to see my grandchildren, if I have any, you know. It's just some things that I feel that have not happened for me yet, you know, experiencing real love from a real man that's to be real with you, want to be honest, you know, and really share his heart.
She got hearts and stars in her eyes.
Heart. So that's what I desire. You know, I want to see the next generation that comes after my two sons. You know, I want to see their wives. God bless them with wives, you know, and they have their grandchildren, you know, and so that's where I want to see myself in the next 5 years. But of course, also, I do want to do concerts too. So I want to do it all.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. So what's the next thing that you have coming up on your agenda for yourself? I mean, any tour or anything like that?
Actually, yes. I will be releasing an album, hopefully. I'm thinking the beginning of next year, but I'm probably most likely going to do it. I'm thinking February, the album, along with having more radio promotion. That's what the focus is on right now, is just promoting the music more through radio. And so that's what's happening now. You know, right now I'm just resting. You know, I'm like, God, I've been put so much of myself out there this year, you know, with music and writing and encouraging everyone and this and that other. And sometimes we have to take time out for ourselves and kind of rest up. And so for the past 2 weeks, I've just been resting and allowing God to speak to me, and I talk to him more, you know, during this time. So yeah, that's what's coming up next. It's a album coming out next year.
All right. You ready to put your roller skates on?
And Miss D-Love, you know the book breakers. Well, Barbie is a publisher and I'm an author. What are some hobbies you enjoy on your free time?
On my free time, I love to read.
What free time?
I know, right? What free time? I have a Hey, you make time for what you want, right?
You have to use self-care. Yeah, love yourself.
Make time for certain things. So in my free time, I love to read. I'm hoping I can write a book before. That's what I'm looking for, that to be happening as well in the next 5 years. Writing a book. I know there's 2 books that I need to be writing right now. You know, so I'm gonna concentrate on that as well next year.
Yeah.
But I love to read. I do a lot of meditation, keep myself grounded. Exercise. In my time, okay. A lot of people don't know this, but I do love to speed race.
Say that again.
Speed race.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yes, drive.
So do you like roller skates too?
Too, you know. So I do still skate. I can still ride a bike. You know, I'm still. You know, that's why I keep my personal life private. You know, I like to have that to me. You see what I'm saying? So, but that is something I do love to do on my free time. Speed racing, it gives me a adrenaline rush, you know.
All right.
When I need energy that pick me up, I'll go to the adult speed race here in Atlanta and just get in one of those go-karts and just go. So that's my idea of some fun. I'm not the type that be in the store shopping all the time and try to make sure I got this makeup done, that makeup done. I just go do it quick. Let's just say, like today, I'm not the one that's gonna spend a whole lot of time in the mirror. Cause I already I know how to do it. A little highlight up under the eyes, do the little lips and a little mascara, and I'm done. And a little blush, and that's it. I'm not going to be in the mirror for a whole hour and a half trying to get my makeup done. That's me, you know. And then I don't wear makeup every day, so I'm just a happy-go-lucky person, outgoing. But I am more so, I guess you could say, sometimes I can be an introvert. And I could be an extrovert. I could be either or, you know. So yeah.
Oh, Miss D Love, we got something in common. Because me and Barbie, we always speed racing at 5 o'clock to get the podcast done. I'm sorry. I had to get that one in.
Oh my God.
I had to do what?
It's more her. Oh my God. Miss Love, so do you give voice lessons or singing lessons to people that want them or are interested in getting into the industry?
I can do that. I actually, when I first started out in ministry work, I did pastor a church. I pastored about 10 years. So yes, I was a pastor. I know the ins and outs of ministry. And I also had a choir. So I did voice lessons. I trained and taught voices. So yes, I can do it even though I did not go to school for it. That's just, God has anointed me to hear music and to be able to do it as well. So people be like, you ain't never been to school. No, I have not. It's all God and it's not me. And I'm just so grateful, you know, and so I give him the glory and the honor for what he has allowed me to be able to do, you know. And so it all goes back to him, you know. And so when you serve him, he's going to do certain things that'll have you like, wow, I cannot believe I did that. But it was all nobody but God. So no, absolutely. I've never been to music school, but I can teach voice. I can teach voice lessons and change.
Did you hear that, Barbara?
For me, like I said, I could sing before, but you ask me to sing now. I don't have any voice anymore.
I have the voice now. Jesus,
oh please,
you're the center of my joy.
I know he said make a joyful noise. So stop that noise right now to the jaw.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh my God. So again, Ms. Love, how can people reach you if they want to get in contact with you?
If they want to get contact me, like I said, I don't really just put my phone number out there, only if I'm business. But they can email me. Email me at dlovemusic81@gmail.com. You know, just send all your inquiries there. And especially if you want to book me. Now, if you want to be on the talk show, the radio talk show, then you email me at dloveindieradioandtalkshow@yahoo.com.
All right.
Yes.
You know what I love about you in this thing, Miss Love, is that because you say you try to share and push other people out there And there are a lot of people who don't want to share the information or knowledge or skill. But I like that about you. See, you're not selfish. You're not self-centered. That, no, I got mine. You got yours yet. But you push other people toward their destiny.
And that's what it's all about. And
Yes.
that's what God has called me to do, is to help to push those to get further out there. Know that you can do anything you put your mind, you set your mind to do. And as long as you putting it before God, you honoring him, and you putting it before God, and I guarantee you, he will continue to bless you in your walk. So I do not believe that music is not just for the writer or the singer or the musician. Music is for everyone. Singing, talent you have, use it to the best of your ability, because life is short and we have to enjoy this life. I believe that we have to enjoy this life by doing God's will. And when we do that, that makes us to be a legendary person. We start off being legendary. When you can do the will of God and share it with people, and continue to not only just share it with people, but still love them and nurture them, encourage them. That's what it's all about with God. This music is not just ours. It came from him. When we read the book of Revelation and we read about the angels, how it was a heavenly chorus and this and that other, I've actually heard heavenly angels singing in my dreams. So this is how I know music is not ours. It came from the heavens. It came from God. And it does not matter what genre, if it's a positive message, that music comes from God. And that's how I look at it. And so it is for us to share it with the world, and to let people know, especially us African Americans. We are so talented, whether it's music, art, dance, fashion, whatever it is. We are so talented because we have been created to be the how could I say it? We are created to be the influencers of this world.
I like that.
That's why we are so talented as a people. We're created to influence other ethnicities. That's why most of them seem to copy what we do, try to look like how we do. Because why? We are, hallelujah, we are influencers. And everybody in this world, especially African Americans, has a talent. I just don't believe a person can come to me and say, I don't have a talent. Yes, you do.
Absolutely.
You in your kitchen cooking meals that I don't know how to cook. And they looking like something from these gourmet restaurants. Yes, you have talent, you have skill, use it to the best of your ability. And that's how I look at it. It's the same thing, sharing music.
All right. I like that.
I love that message from D-Love, because for years I grew up on the choir, and it really brought a lot of healing to me in my life. And I would like to tell you now, even though I love gospel music, and I'm 48 years old, I love old Zion music.
Oh, what?
Zion.
Oh, Zion.
Like the old hymns.
Zion.
Hymns. Okay.
Yes, I don't know. When I see the old hymns, it just brings so much healing to my heart.
Oh, hymns are great. I mean,
yes,
that's really the start of music itself back in the 1800s, 1900s. Us as a people, we started out singing hymns, as like most slaves started out, singing those hymns. It was a way of freedom for so many of us.
Yes.
And hey, hymns are great. I wish I can delve a little bit more into hymns. Somebody actually approached me when I first started sharing my music. They said, why don't you do a hymn compilation? They said, you do good with hymns as well. I'm like, okay, maybe, but I didn't want to just start right there, so, but maybe, yeah, hymns are great. So, yeah, all good for the
I love blessed assurance. Jesus is mine.
I like that one. Yeah. So, Ms. D, do you see yourself as a pioneer or front runner for what you're doing right now, breaking ground for other people to follow?
I do see myself as that, because the way God is dealing with me now, there is so many things that He has shown me to do, and I have started to doing that, and everything is coming together where it falls up under one umbrella, and what He wants me to do is to have like an enterprise.
Right.
And so when He told me, He said that I'm going to make your name great. When you see all the different things that I'm doing, and even sometimes I ask God, Lord, why do you want me to do this? Because different ideas always come to me. And when they come to me, I just move on them and I work through them. And so when I look back and see everything that I have already, that God has allowed me to create and to do, He's putting me into that area to where I can be a legacy, where I can be a pioneer. Because I told Him, I said, Lord, I don't want to leave this world forgotten. That's my aim. That's how I look at myself, not forgotten. When I share a song, when I share music, when I create clothing, when I do certain things or create designs, and just my name will not be forgotten,
Right.
And so I believe that we as a people have to stamp our imprint in this world before we leave it, And so that's what I'm doing, And so when if I don't ever see my grandchildren, they will know they have a grandmother, because why? I have two sons that's going to probably always speak about their mother, how much she did when she was here. So it will not be forgotten, So myself as a pioneer and also as a legacy, To some, I may look small, but guess what? When you serve big God, you are greater than what man could ever look at you as.
Yes. Oh, it's awesome.
Yes, it is.
So awesome. But I was a little 30 minutes to go.
When you check it,
we don't do hours. We have 30 minutes. Oh, and time is gone. But I will give you our listeners more time how they can reach you.
How they can find my music?
No, how they can reach you. And yes, how they can find your music.
Yeah. Oh, they can reach me on every social media platform: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I even got on TikTok. Don't even know what to do with it yet.
I see you on YouTube. I did my research.
Find me on YouTube. Just type up my name. You'll see all my information. I've even I even tested Google one day. I said, let me type up my name and see what I can find. Girl, all my information is out there except my address and phone number.
Oh my gosh, no.
People can find me on social media for sure. Yeah.
Well, we have something in common, and they can find us too.
Well, good thing you guys have my phone number.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh God. Miss Love, it was such a pleasure having you on our podcast, and we certainly appreciate you. We're going to be following you
on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram.
For the invite, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for sharing my content. I see you.
Yes.
Tinkler. I am so appreciative of your support because so many do not do that.
Oh, wow.
And I greatly appreciate you just sharing my content, because a person like me, I give so much of myself out there. And sometimes I wonder if people really appreciate it because I don't hear it. I don't hear it much. And just to see you sharing the content, that means a lot to me. You don't even have to buy my music, buy my song. And if you just share the content, that means a whole lot, because once you share, somebody else is sharing. Once somebody else shared, the other person will share.
Yeah.
It's out there. So that's what matters to me, just share because that's what God wants me to do. He wants me to share the music, so it's not about trying to make it big or trying to make $1 here, $1 there. It's about sharing the good news of Jesus Christ through music and through song that somebody can be healed, set free, delivered, and do what God will have them to do. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Yes. All right, we love you, and to our audience, this listening audience that's supporting, we appreciate you. But tune in again with the Book Breaker by Barbie Johnson.
And my name is Keisha Winkler. And what days do we come on, Barbie?
I don't know.
Wednesdays at 5:30. And say our slogan, Barbie.
What is it? Our motto is, we encourage you to accomplish your dreams.
Keep dreaming.
Thank you, Ms. Love.
Thank you. See you next time.